Morning folks, how the devil are you all doing? So this is the first ride of 2022 for me. I know there's a couple of riders that have already sneaked out there, and obviously weather's different in different parts of the world, but we've been fortunate this week to have a relatively or reasonably mild new year, and today we're still just touching double figures. Got around 9-10 degrees, possibly 12 in places, but we are heading out a little bit, so it will be cooling down as we ride along. But thanks for joining me, and I hope all of you had a great Christmas and all of you guys have a fantastic new year as well, so let's hope for that. So we are currently bimbling along the old favourite road of Woodhead Pass, and we'll get back into this ride after the intro. So you always get the water run off. I mentioned that before on this road off the hills. So when you're coming into these corners, your tyres are still wet, and obviously not getting any heat through them at this time of year, but it's probably the last time, that's if I go out again, because we've got colder weather coming down from tonight from the north. But probably the last time I'll have the fingerless gloves on. I have got the heated grips on underneath, so it's just taking the edge off a little bit, but the air temperature's still just enough to create a little bit of fogging inside the lid. So that brings me to new gear really for this coming, I should say, I mean I try and ride all year, but I always say season or riding season. There is none really, but when the weather gets better, we're out well, it's every weekend. Croydon looks popular today as well. Of course, it's the last holiday, the last bank holiday day here in the UK before we all go back to work tomorrow. But it's so good to be out. It's been a couple of weeks. I can't remember when the last ride was now. I think that was a couple of weeks ago. And of course, I've spent the new year away, and while I did that, if some of you saw the other post at the end of the last tank painting vlog, over Christmas I went and got married, and because it's been a long time coming. I've been with her now, with Alison, for 13 years, and we thought it was about time we tied the knot, so we did that at Gretna Green on the Scottish borders just after Christmas, and then spent the new year in the Lake District. We rented out a farmhouse, the whole house, for the family to have a good time. So we've had a cracking new year with the family over in the Lake District, and we only got back yesterday. And of course the weather's still mild, so why not get out on the bike and get that ride in before we go back to work and the weather turns cold. Like I said, it's forecasting the snow coming down in places, especially on these parts in the hills, from probably start off as rain around 6 this evening, and I think by the morning it's readily turning to snow, so it's going to get a lot colder this week, so the bike will be put away again. So like I said, you grab these chances while you can. I think what we'll do is, I've not been over Home Moss for a while. It used to be very popular, but it's a cracking road, and then we'll drop down to some of the little roads further up. You always get the cracking views at the top as well, so it's worthwhile. And the great thing is, with the leaves off the road now at this time of year, even though it's cold, it's still mild, so with the roads dry, you can still put some confidence in your tyres. It depends what you're running, I suppose. But I do have faith in the Cobra Chromes. So it used to be the AV 71s and 72s, they were cracking tyres. I think they're slightly, correct me if I'm wrong, softer in the Cobra Chromes, or it's the tread pattern slightly different. So usually I always come back down the other way on this road, so it's nice to go uphill for a change. Nice MG. And then over New Year as well, when we was at the Lake District, I went out to Lake Windermere, and I took the drone with me, and I was going to get some shots of the lake. It was quite windy, so we got back to the farm. I thought I'll just get some shots over where we're staying. And of course, with Android phones updating, I think they updated it twice over the holiday period, I went to put the drone up and the DJI app said it had a bug and wouldn't open, which apparently has been an issue with updated phones. And I used to have this with the Phantom 3 I had about 6 years ago, I think it was now, and that became unusable because it just wouldn't work with the phone after updating. So fortunately I reinstalled the app and then updated it, and it was fine, apart from me not pressing the record button. But I did get some nice pictures, so I'll just put a little picture up of the place we stayed on the screen now. Lovely little farmhouse, well, big farmhouse. I think I got some flakes of rain as well, which is what I didn't want, because it's not supposed to forecast anything till 6 tonight. We'll pull in for a little break and just see what the weather's doing down at the bottom of the hill, because that will decide my fate on today's little ride. Yep, definitely rain in the air. See which way it's blowing. Surprised how breezy it is up here. Well, maybe it was the wrong decision. I mean, I'm looking down there and seeing rain down in the valley. Yet outside my house, yeah, you could wear a t-shirt. I'm looking at them clouds rolling in. I think, are they rolling in from the north or the west? I don't know. Well folks, I think I'm going to head down off this hill because the wind's picking up, and these weather people, like I said, it said 6 PM the weather's turning, and we're only just around about midday. Now we're heading into crazy legs territory here, so I'll either meet you on the road somewhere around here, or sorry for crossing over into your borders, but so it's been a funny old year. You know, we still packed quite a lot in, and I'm sure you guys did as well, you know, for what we had with restrictions and things like that. And I know I keep going on about the second bike option, and it's days like this where I do need that, obviously, because we are in the throes of winter, although we've not really had a massive spell of winter, proper winter yet this year. It always comes later now in the UK, between sort of January, February and even March. But it's the likes of these lanes coming up now on the right, where with a different sort of bike I could turn right on these byways down there on them tracks and have a little explore down there, just to give another bit of dimension. And you know, instead of riding past these roads, just go a little bit off road, nothing too serious. Anyway, out to the village of home. To water runoff. Wipe the visor. At least the road's dry down here. It just seems to be that rain at the top of the hill. So yeah, narrowing it down a little bit. It's a nice old bike in front, whatever it is. I'm weighing up all the options, and you know, I know I'll bring it up yet again, but weighing up the Pan America, it would sort of suit some of those needs. Let's get past this old bike. Nice little classic just for tootling along the lanes on a summer's day with your little picnic hamper on the back. Can't beat it. So yeah, weighing up the options, and I went back and forth and weighed up what I need. And it's funny enough, I was watching, I must apologise, I can't remember, I was just flicking through YouTube last night and then came across one guy's channel. I can't think for the life of me who it is, it's the first time I've seen him, and he had a SPORTSTER 48 as well, and in the sort of same predicament where he needed something for a little bit more comfortable for the touring, you know, longer distance aspect, a little bit more luggage, more comfortable for the pillion, the wife, and just those sort of days out. And he was test riding the Triumph 900, the Tiger 900 GT, and which is one of them that I've cast my eye on. And you know, he took it for a test ride, absolutely wonderful. It fitted all his needs, and I think that's what he's going to get. I will have to look back on my previous watch actually and just see how he gets on with that, but seemed a decent little channel. But I'll try and find out what that was and put a nod in his direction. Drop it into the village here now. Still a little bit of condensation on the inside of the visor. So yeah, so weighing that up, I think for the new price on the GT or the GT Pro, I think 13,500. But with the GT Pro you're getting all the extras, And then dropping back to the 800, the XRX that I've been looking at, because I don't need the Rally Pro or anything like that, the 900 Rally Pro or the 800. There's the XRT and XRX. Yeah, there's the two models I've been looking at, and price per point for what you get with those. You're getting your heated grips, your digital display, GoPro connectivity on the Triumph app. You're getting heated front and heated front and rear seats. I suppose it is really heated rider and pillion seats, which today I would, to be honest with you, just use them just to take the edge off. With 3-box luggage, say a year-old bike, 2018 bike, you know, for between £9,000 and £10,000, and for that, you know, and that's with a low mileage bike. So weigh that up against the Pan America. If you're looking at the 1250S for a 15,000 base price at least, and then £1,000 for the luggage, you're looking at 16 and a half, even up to 17k before you finished kissing that bike out. And in relative terms, if you're weighing that up against if you were in the market for, say, the 1250 GS, for example, it's still okay if that's the sort of budget area you're looking at. And the same with the Triumph, the 1200 Explorer, fully loaded around 17k. So they have priced it right for the bigger adventure bike. But for me, I think the mid-range is what I would settle with as a second bike, and then the 48 can just enjoy those bimbling meetings with sickness, the main meetings, the local ride outs and whatnot, you know, and give me a chance to keep the maintenance right on her, because at the same time, you know, I've got a lot of other work going on in the garage with other people's bikes as well this coming year. So we've got a busy year coming up. So with that, and I also need a new lid. I know it doesn't matter what your lid, you'll still get steaming visors, but and again, it depends which pin lock version you've got as well. The old classics taking the road, same road as me. Through Holmfirth. And I must add as well, it's the first ride out since we've put the brass air cleaner on, and she's running sweet. Yeah, she's running absolutely damn fine. And I don't know if, I can't remember now whether I did the install. I did actually say about the remap, and I did record the map install as well. So, but if you do want to see how that's done with the cert tuner, then that's obviously back in my back catalogue on the other videos. But specifically, if you've got the Evo engine 1200, same as me, with a TBR exhaust, I suppose it will have to be sports, because I've got the SPORTSTER map built for you, if anyone needs that, for this filter with the extra tune, obviously, for the D-cell pop and whatnot. Nice old Land Rover, whatever you call them, 101s. Fantastic with the light going through that windmill. So when did that become a dirt track? All the farm dirt. That surely can't be Crazy Legs in front. Place, it's a lay-by. Entrance to a farm. Let's pull over here for a minute. Hey, have a stop. At least the wind's not as bad down here. Looks like I've got the old lost the neutral. Yeah, certainly a lot better down here than it was up on the hill. Although with the visor up you can probably just hear the wind. Bike's not looking too bad considering. There's BMW. I think it was a BSA in front. I could be wrong. I just pulled up at the right time, and the sun just come through the clouds. So I just took a couple of pictures with the windmill in the background. So that was good. But looking at the way the wind's blowing now, and those dark clouds are coming this way, I think I'm going to head that way and then round, and hopefully we'll miss it on the way back. Oh, even my gauge is steamed up. Range 133 miles. Yep, the wind's picking up as well. So let's see. Oh, there's that 101. Where this takes us. Bit of farm activity on these lanes, so there's going to be a little bit of shit on the road. And touch wood as well, because the last couple of rides I did, I had problems with a Hero 5, which has been one of the stalwarts of my vlog. And this looks great, doesn't it, with these here. I was going to stop and get a picture with the windmills all lined up behind the bike, but let's just let some air in. I needed. That's a cracking road for a little bit of a blast. Okay. What's that there now? Windmill nurseries up to a farm. Another little track down there. Maybe it just does a loop. We'll soon find out. So yeah, the Hero 5, I did have problems with it knocking off, if you remember, on the Ring of Red, and that was so annoying. There was another ride as well which kept knocking off. SD card error, and I formatted all my cards with a full format. Because I think, oh there we go, I think it's Manchester that way. Oh, I know where I am. Yeah, that goes to Penistone. Sorry crazy, I'd have met up if I'd have known where I was going. And then back to 628 over this way here. Yeah, that's alright, I know where I am now. Oh well, that's good to know. So of course the camera's been behaving today, again touch wood. Road behind me, another bike's just got up there. Here's another road I want to check out, but I will save that for another day. So the longer I stay out today, the longer or the more chance I have got of getting wet. Anyway, the rain's coming down now, so we better head back. I thought I might just miss it, but it's looks like I'm going to get wet. Unfortunately, that's the way it happens. So thanks for those nice weather people for saying it's going to stay dry till 6 PM. I don't think we're even at 2 PM yet, but looking at that ahead, I'm riding right into the storm. Oh, it just so happens I haven't got my leathers on. I was going to put the leathers on as well. Never mind. The thing is, I don't really care. It's probably the last time I'm going to get out on the bike for 2 weeks. I think we'll be back to garage vlogs again. the rain hitting this lens. I'm gonna keep wiping it every 10 seconds to keep a clear view. So we'll call it a day. So thanks for joining me on this first ride of 22, where at the end of it I get absolutely drenched. My legs are piss wet through. But saying that, who bloody cares? Because every ride is a ride, eh? You take care. I shall be catching up on you all. Thanks for watching. And let's get me over that 2k subscribers here. I've got 100 and something whatever to go. So if you haven't subscribed to ALCHEMOTO, thanks for watching. If this is your first time, please hit that like button, comment if you dare, and we'll see you soon. So for now, ALCHEMOTO is going to sign out. I'll see you later, folks.
I could dry out in the sun for you, follow the deep dark ocean down. For you I'd build the biggest kite and spend all of my time giggling. Daydreaming is my new middle name. This is not a game for